Our time is limited here on Earth, and there are so many amazing things to be discovered and experienced. What is one thing you want to do before you die? If you were given the opportunity to do it, would you take it? What's holding you back? I interviewed 5 people with different backgrounds and ages about what they want to do, and this is what they said.
I would like to travel to all 7 continents.
One of my long-term goals is always to become fluent in Spanish.
I would like to someday be a grandparent.
I want to finish getting my pilot's license and fly myself across country.
Alaska, Australia, and Athens and the rest of Greece.
I personally want to run across the USA to raise money for breast cancer research.
Where'd you come up with this idea?
I used to go to the Oshkosh Air Festival every year back in high school, and that was the finish line for a race from Southern California to the northern tip of Wisconsin. And a lot of people flew their own home-built planes there. I thought it was really cool.
I think what really inspired me was my semester abroad about 5 months ago. I was studying in Vienna, Austria, and I noticed around me that everyone else that I was meeting knew multiple languages, and I wanted to develop that within myself.
I actually had tickets to Australia for Julie and I, my middle daughter, to go, but she put a twist in the plan as she exited from the Peace Corps with the husband, so we never did make that trip to Australia. I've wanted to do that. That's probably 20 years ago. Alaska because I hear so much about it, and Athens just because every time I see one of these Rick Stevens travelogues about islands without cars and things like that, it just takes me back to a simpler idea of life.
I have a very small family, and my parents passed away very young, so they never really got to see my kids much at all. So it's important for me to want to experience a lot of those things, kind of as it would have been for me as their child, but for my children to have grandparents.
How long have you wanted to do this for?
I've always wanted to be a pilot, but I didn't really want to do this cross-country thing until sophomore year of high school when I went to Oshkosh for the first time.
I think it kind of started when I started taking Spanish in high school, but it really became something that I needed to achieve when I saw everyone else was fluent in so many languages when I visited Europe 5 months ago.
Not very long. I'm not that old, and my youngest children are just getting ready to go to college, so I haven't been thinking about it that much, and I don't want it to happen very soon.
Why is it so important to you?
Because I am running out of time. I recognize that enjoying these places is easier when you're young and active, particularly places like Alaska, but even Australia. That's such a large country, there's so much to do. It's not the kind of thing you want to do when you're older and barely able to travel, so now's the time.
I really want to work abroad at some point, and I think this is the first step in me achieving that.
Traveling is really fun. I like it, and when you travel to foreign places, you really learn a lot about their culture and become more educated about the world around you, not just the close surroundings.
Is there something on your bucket list that you've already done that you really wanted to do?
One of my goals was to travel more this year, and I've been planning trips for every break that I have off of school, basically. So I've gone to California, New York, and I'm going to Las Vegas in about a week. So I've been trying to accomplish that. The experience has been great. I love seeing new places and meeting new people. And I think really what I could take away from it is that I want to continue traveling in the future.
The second thing I did was probably more spectacular, but not really dangerous when you come right down to it, and that was doing a paraglide from the top of the mountain down 3,000 feet of vertical in the air, spiraling down and around and catching the wind to push you back up, and landed in an open field at the bottom of the mountain. that was something I always wanted to do. I'd seen him do it for years in Colorado, and last year I just jumped on it and said, let's do it.
Well, I want to learn a second language, and I started to here at school learning Italian, but I haven't finished it yet, so I haven't crossed that off my bucket list just yet.
I went ziplining in Canada. It was really fun, and most importantly, it helped me conquer my fear of heights.
If you didn't get to do this, would your life feel less complete?
Maybe. I mean, it's not quintessential to my life and my happiness, but it's something that I've always kind of wanted to do, and something I'd probably be disappointed if I never got the chance to.
I'm sure it would. Yes.
I would not say so, but I definitely would think I'd be missing out on a great experience.
I think I would be really upset with myself just because I spent so many years taking Spanish in high school that I would want to take all those years that have built up and really make it into a skill.
I don't know if it would be less complete. I've been very fortunate. I don't have a whole lot on a bucket list. I've traveled a lot. I've been very fortunate with job and finances and health. So I feel like I've had a really full life. Would it be incomplete? I guess from the standpoint of having that next step in my life, but I certainly wouldn't be overly disappointed. I would be disappointed, but I wouldn't say that it would be a total disappointment.
I asked them, and now I ask you, what do you want to do before you die?